What is going on, guys? This is Ben here. So in today's video we have a lot of things to show you guys in this sneak peek, some first look gameplay and everything else like that. So this one, there's a lot of things to show you guys. Yesterday where the free chest button should have been, there is quest. If you want to know more about the quest, check out that video from yesterday. We get these free, basically you just have to work towards getting free like super magical chests, free gold chests, free legendary chests, and then use those quest points. So if you want more in depth, go look at yesterday's video for the sneak peek. As you can see, the battle button, that is called the Gold Rush event. You get gold and it caps it out at 5,000 gold for the event. It is a timed event, but there's also a similar one to Gem Rush event. I'll show you guys that a little bit more in detail. We have some other challenges. The special events page has got a little bit different. For challenges that are going on, it's a 10 entry fee, and it'll tell you the prize page is a little bit. For 6 wins, you get a giant chest. And if you go down to the, you guys remember in Royale how they were talking about like practice modes, and then like kind of like we're lost as count modes down here, which is 2v2 touchdown challenge, which that costs 10 gems, but then you have a free entry for the practice, which you just get like 6 wins, you get a gold. But for the practice ones, it doesn't matter how many times you lose. You can lose as many times as you want, and then basically you would unlock that. So that's pretty awesome that they have those two separate events. And then grand challenges are at the bottom, obviously, but the practice ones are pretty cool. The two new like events coming are Mirror Challenge, Touchdown, and then Touchdown. I'll show you guys the gameplay of those matches in a little bit here. They will be pre-recorded, but whatever. And then so now for this gold rush event, guys, it's pretty awesome. If I can actually get into a match here, you guys remember a long time ago there was stuff on gold towers and tower skins. Well, this is because of the gold rush event. They have gold on them, so if you actually take them down, for the first tower, like I said, you'll get 100 gold. The second one, you'll get 200, and it's pretty awesome. It kind of reminds me of like maybe like Sonic or something when you kind of like take down a tower or whatever. So really excited for that. But this is like a timed event, like I said. Like it would probably have 3 days to get all of like the 5,000 gold if you need it. And then they mentioned a gold, like the Gem Rush event as well. That is not going to be currently released like upon the update date. The first one that will be shown or released to us is the Gold Rush, and it'll have these towers. Now I'm very curious if Gem Rush will have different towers, maybe like green towers or something, but it's on the same concept. There will be a certain amount of gems during the Gem Rush event. Let's say for gems you can get 1,000 gems. I don't think it'll probably be like around 100 gems, but let's say you can get 100 gems through the Gem Rush event. You get like maybe 2 gems a tower or something. Maybe the towers will be green, so that's pretty awesome. Then when we take care of this King Tower, we're gonna get 300 gold, but we need to take care of it first. That's the issue I'm having. But that's basically it. Got new tower skins, which is pretty awesome. And that's a lot different from what we thought the tower skins were gonna be, to be completely honest. But once we do take care of it, let's see that 300 gold. So in total, that is not 500 gold, but 600 gold you can get from the towers. So you get 100, 300, and 500. So then there we go, 600 gold right up there. We work towards our quests at the top. It's gonna be awesome. So yeah, and you guys saw the wooden chest there. You're not gonna get that in your chest cycle. That's just from me and the developer build, just so you guys know. And then you can see now it says 700 out of 5,000. And I still have 3 days left in this Gold Rush event. And then later, like I said, different times it will be Gem Rush event. So really excited for that. Now let's get into the matches about the touchdown. I'm most excited for touchdown game mode, guys. Like the touchdown game mode itself is so fun. And well, let's get into it though. All right, guys, so what you're seeing right here is the 2v2 mirror challenge. It's very similar to a lot of other things. Every player gets a mirror. If it's 2v2, player A on the bottom team would have one battle deck, player B on the bottom team would have another battle deck, and then basically it would be mirrored. So the player A on the top team would have the same battle deck as player A on the bottom team, and then player B on the top team would have the same battle deck as player B on the bottom team. I know that's a roundabout way of saying it. So basically though, what it is both 2v2 teammates have the same exact battle deck. Well, the teammates, so it's a different battle deck from your teammate, but both teams have each battle deck, if that makes sense. So it's harder. I'm explaining it harder than it should be. So they are different battle decks between you and your teammate, but your opposing team has the same battle decks as well. And since it's the same exact cards, it's very frustrating because you know what's coming, you know what you're gonna have to counter. It's basically just who has better chemistry with their teammate and who plays the cards better. And as you can see, we're getting a little bit destroyed here. After this match, we'll be getting into the touchdown game mode, but I'm excited for this. And it'll be the same with if it's a 1v1 match, where it's like you have the same battle deck as your opponent. So basically, it's who can play it better. But now getting into the touchdown game mode, yes, you can see the end chat screen as well. It's completely different. It has a whole set of different commands. Obviously you can leave the chat right at the end, but if you want to kind of talk smack, there are your chances to be like, oh, I'm so happy. Chaos is the opportunity. Just a whole different bunch of other chats. If you want to like pause that and look at all those, but that's a new thing coming at the end of 2v2 matches. Just keep in mind, Supercell is giving a lot of different ways to get like free things, or it's making it a lot easier for the free-to-play player in this update. So if you're a free-to-play player, you should be loving this update so much, because you have quests that basically give you an opportunity to get these awesome chests, like super magical chests, legendary chests, or whatever. And then also we have the gem rush event, which is a awesome way to get free gems, and the gold rush event, which is an awesome way to get free gold. So keep that in mind. Like, they're giving away a lot of things, or they're making many more ways to give back. Well, not give back, but make it easier for free-to-play players, or just players in general, to get gold, gems, and chests, which is basically awesome if you think, because honestly, Supercell, well, not Supercell, I would say Clash Royale in general, typically took a lot of gems. It seemed like to progress really fast and everything. So I'm really loving these events and everything, and I hope you guys are excited for that as well. So definitely like if you guys are excited. But now we're getting to the touchdown mode. I know a lot of you have already saw this, but if you didn't, this is actually my first game actually playing this. And I'm gonna give you my tips on it just from the start. But honestly, I was recording this live, and then I was getting really hyped. My game. My voice recorder actually crashed, but you can see right there we lost to the Musketeer early on. That was a quick touchdown right there by Alvaro and Bootram. But this is like my first game mode. They were playing for a long time, and like I just hop in there. I'm like, I don't know how this works. Well, I do know how it works, but it's so different because it's kind of like it takes a little bit to get used to not having like anything. Basically, because you have no towers. So basically, watch this bandit though. The bandit almost goes in clutch. It could just walk in right there, but it decides to go for the princess and then the Inferno Tower. It's going backwards than the bomber almost got there. But this game mode is so fun. I was getting like honestly, this is the most fun I've had playing Clash Royale in a very long time. But this is like, obviously I'm a lot better now than when I was first recording these matches, but it takes a little while to get used to. Like, you have to account for everything. And since, like I said, there's no towers, so you're the one having to protect your basically your base or your touchdown zone. And a lot of troops are annoying. I'd say Golem, Battle Ram, anything tanky like the Mega Knight, the P.E.K.K.A, all of those are great cards in this game mode. And then you can see the Tombstone brought a skeleton to the touchdown. I didn't even notice that at first. I got so hyped. But it's kind of interesting too, because it's hard to account for everything. And then sometimes, like, you have to get used to the drag range. Like, what I mean by that is, like, say you place a defensive building. See how I placed that mortar there? It won't drag a whole lot of troops on the far right hand side because it's a little bit too in the middle. So you gotta place it a little bit closer to the lane, otherwise the goblins will not turn to it. Same with the barbarians. Well, actually, I don't think I placed that. I think my teammate did, but it's like a weird thing. I don't know. And then I tried the tombstone again, a little bit in the middle, trying to run down the middle lane. But touchdown, guys, once you get, it may look a little bit hectic right now, but once you finally get your hands on it and actually play it for yourself, it is really, really fun. Like, this is probably, like I said, the most excited I've been for a game mode in a very long time. But the Lava Hound is good as well, because if you don't have air troops, you're kind of screwed. So they have a lot of heavy troops, as you can see, are drafted. Well, they basically kept the heavy troops, because, like, once you get double elixir, it's crazy. And, like, the time doesn't reset after one touchdown. Obviously, just the field resets. So then once you get double elixir, we're just getting stacked and pushed, and we can't stop the golem, we can't stop the Lava Hound. It was just crazy, man. So then there we go, got a touchdown by the golem. So try and take big troops for this. Make sure to keep your eyes open across the entire field. Place your defensive buildings kind of like on a side where you think, and then there's like 6 seconds left getting into the final countdown here, and we can't even really do anything. We tried to go rushing with the Battle Ram. Not so much there. And then for troops, guys, what you can deploy halfway is the Miner, the Goblin Barrel, and I think that's it. I don't think the Hog Rider's in this game mode, but then once again, you see the chat screen, and now we're gonna get into match number 2. All right, so we're a little bit into the draft here. You can see I took Elite Barbarians over a Sparky. I didn't really know what to think of that one at first. I was like, Elite Barbarians run fast. So I'm thinking they're gonna be pretty awesome, and we'll see how get into this match here though. So this time I got Alvaro on my team. Obviously Alvaro was basically a lot better than us because he was, if you guys didn't know, he was at the tournament for where they first revealed the touchdown game mode. So obviously he had a lot more practice than any of us, and this was my second time, like this is basically my second match ever in this game mode. So it was a little like I really was enjoying it though, and I really am excited for all of you guys that played as well. Cannot wait for this update to get out. So I like, you can see right here, I threw down the barbarian hut, and if I didn't throw it down, like I didn't place it down a little bit to, like I need to place it to the right a little bit more to drag the lumberjack. The lumberjack is also a sneaky good card in this game mode as well because it's so fast. But it seems as though if you place your buildings in the middle, they'll only stick to the middle lane, and it takes a lot or something placed very, very close to it to drag them out of range. So that's kind of a little bit interesting. The giant going in here, Sparky bearing down the middle lane is very intimidating. So I decided to fireball the princess and it just to like weaken it a little bit, and the lightning sadly took care of skeletons and the witch instead of the musketeers. That's alright. I didn't notice he had the electro wizard. I probably should have checked out his battle deck and paid attention to the draft a little bit more. So that one was on me. But we got the minion horde going in. We got the dark goblin taking care of the musketeer, and then the arrows missed the dark goblin, thank goodness. So a lot of misplays coming in, but it's a little weird to judge like the distance on things because you're not used to it. I don't know. We're getting a lot of value with that dark goblin though. As you can see, we're pushing in. Dark Goblin's still running. They're a little bit low on elixir because we're not in double elixir just yet. The barbarian's coming in. Are we gonna get there? And then yes, we got Spirit Goblins actually on the right hand side that got in there. So first touchdown score, we'll take it during this round. And I remember this. I misplaced my barbarian hut super bad here. You don't want to place it in the end zone because then you get no value, no drag value for it. You want to place it at least one tile up front. And then as you can see, we got that battle ram bearing down the tower. We got to counter that with the elite barbarians, and then got the heal. That could have been bad if I didn't throw down a lot of things because heal barbarian or heal. Oh my gosh, dude, I can't think of the name. Battle ram heal. Sorry, man. It's so deadly. And then this golem is just so hard to deal with. So I had to use my minion horde, even though I knew it was gonna like basically blow it up. But that's all right. We're still pushing. It's kind of like a stalemate right here. Still 30 seconds left in the round. We got a big balloon push going on the right hand side along with the giant, and then he's still got that bowler alive. The bowler is an annoying card to deal with as well, man, dude. Like there's a lot of annoying things to deal with, but we got this musketeer bearing down on the left hand side, so you got to account for it. Even though our balloon's probably gonna get to the touchdown, as you can see right there, balloon solid as well. So we went up 2-0 this match. And then there's only 7 seconds left, so I don't think there's any way to possibly score in like 7 seconds. And then the goblin, I love the goblin running off. But that's that, guys. That's a sneak peek. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you're most excited for. I'm really excited to see like later on what the skins will be for the gem rush event. But for now, it'll be the gold rush first, and then whatever. But still, it's an awesome way just to get gold. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure if you did, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Stay tuned for other sneak peeks. We'll be covering them as well, and I'll see you guys later.